What's up, everybody? It's Chris from Grounded Beef. So today is kind of a slow news day. There's not much to talk about. It's snowing a little bit. It's supposed to get windy later. Yeah. So I just wanted to make a quick video. I want to go in and see my grandbaby because he's hanging out for a little while, and I haven't been able to get to see him much because I'm at the Stone House. So, what to talk about? Well, today I wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm changing my life, why I've gone down these rabbit holes of cycles, of economic cycles, and why things got so crazy in 2020. I don't know, like, if I could say the word. Some people are getting, put in YouTube jail. So, the cold thing. So in 2020, I started going down these rabbit holes at work because they didn't want to lay everybody off, but we didn't have a lot of work, so I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. And I met a lot of cool people through YouTube. And there's a lot of amazing people. There's a lot of ding-dongs on there, including me. But I learned about cycles, like especially real estate cycles, because I've always wanted to get into real estate. I wanted to be, a landlord, or own Airbnbs or something. I love working on houses. I just love it, along with the farm. So fast forward, I've made it my mission the past 3 years to read books, which anybody that knows me knows that that's a feat in and of itself. But I've listened to books, I've read books, I've done all kinds of research. I've met these people on YouTube that are way smarter than me, and I've learned about real estate cycles. Every 7 to 10 years there's a cycle. The market goes up and down. Then every 50 years there's a bigger cycle. And every 100 years there's a big cycle. 50 to 100 years is a big cycle. Well, what happened 100 years ago? It was the Roaring 20s, which led to the Great Depression. I'm not saying that's where we're going. I'm just explaining what I've learned. And I've also learned that if history repeats itself, and if the farther you can see in the past means how far you can see in the future. So I want to take advantage of this collapse that we're going to have. Real estate cannot stay up that high. People that were buying houses left and right for cash, it wasn't cash. It was banks would give them a loan for X amount of dollars over the cost of the house. These people would go in and say they had cash. The cash would be in their account already. They would get the house for a certain dollar amount. Whatever was over that, the bank would take back. And then they would start making their payments. So I keep thinking, like, why? How are these people have all this cash? Like, what am I doing wrong? They didn't have all this cash. And now what's going to happen is all these layoffs are coming. You hear layoffs every day now. Now these poor people did not see this coming, and they are going to be stuck with these houses and not be able to pay them. And I would like to warn as many people as I can that there are mortgages, they're going to be giving out mortgages that people cannot afford. We did that in 06, 05, 06. We took a mortgage on the farm, and we got qualified for it, and we were like, oh my goodness, like, they're crazy. Like, they gave us some money. Woo-hoo! Yeah. And in 07, maybe 08, I got laid off. And as a tool maker, I could not find a job anywhere. None of the shops were hiring. They were all laid off. The work dried up, and I was left. My wife and I were left holding the bag. In 09, I was doing some work here. RG&E came and shut our electric off because we couldn't pay the bills. Yes, that was embarrassing. But I hope to help somebody to not get into these mortgages. Just wait. Take it this time and research. There are amazing deals out there. I'm not telling you don't buy a house. Just stay within your price range, because the bank is going to, and same with a car. The bank is going to, or the realtor, whoever, the broker, whoever is going to tell you that, well, or the banker is going to say, well, you can afford this. Like, you make this much money to afford this. Okay, well, then you have a baby and life changes and you can't afford it anymore. We were there, man. We all literally almost lost everything. And the bank came in and they were going to work with us. That was so cool. We were so excited. We were like, yeah, woo, they're going to work with us. Yeah, they told us because we weren't 90 days late, there wasn't much they could do. So we weren't. They documented it all. We said, okay, cool. And this, I believe, was through Wells Fargo, which, go down that rabbit hole too. So fast forward 90 days, we called them and we're like, listen, I still haven't found a job. Like, we're running out of money. They were like, oh, well, we sent it to foreclosure. What do you mean you sent it to foreclosure? Like, you told us, yeah, well, that's our procedure. You're going to have to call foreclosure. Well, then we kept calling and calling and calling and calling, and we couldn't get a hold of anybody. The other thing that they were doing is we would send our check in around the 1st, and it had to, after the 15th, it was late. They would leave it set on a desk somewhere, and we were getting whacked with late fees, and it was like 16 days they would deposit it and charge us a late fee. And the check was there. We didn't catch on to that for, I don't know, probably a year. I don't know how long that went on, and we try to fight that too, but they're so big, they don't care, and they want to take your house back and have it on their books, and that's how they make their money. So there are shady banks out there. Wells Fargo is one of them. There's some other ones. I don't want to go through the list. Go down those rabbit holes. I'm just telling you, if you cannot afford it comfortably, do not do it. Or just wait. Like, I've learned about these cycles. Take this time and learn about cycles. There are amazing people out there that can teach you this stuff. It's people that are smarter than me. And this one guy on YouTube said, shut your mouth and listen. That's why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you can listen to people that are smarter than you and take in that information. And that's what I've done for 3 years. And that's why I'm so passionate to wake people up and hopefully keep people out of debt and help to make the middle class rich again. Because if the middle class can become wealthy again, our country has a good fighting chance to straighten around. And this is not a political thing. It doesn't matter who's in office. It's they don't have our best interests at heart. So that's my beef for today. I hope you stayed this long. If you did, I love you for that. And like and subscribe if you would. That would be amazing. And I will see you tomorrow. Get to know a farmer.